There we go.
Now can I say hi?
Now you can say hi.
Hi!
I pressed the button and it actually didn't start recording. So, hello. Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. Today is Saturday, December 16th, and this is episode 221. I would like to welcome new and returning viewers.
Hi, I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby. We did not arrange this.
She's knitting. Oh, the hair. No.
Yeah.
Going to a Christmas party.
We did not arrange this.
I left my hair down, elastic in my pocket in case I need it for later.
Mine's in my purse.
Yep. So, that was your week.
My hair was straight this morning. I was like, ooh, this is cool.
I know, I noticed that.
So, anyway, you can find us on YouTube, Ravelry, Facebook, blog, Twitter, Instagram, Etsy, all over the damn place.
All over the interwebs?
We're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
So neither one of us has a finished object.
No, but at least I've done some knitting.
Yes. She's knitting right now.
Yes, it won't last long. Last night I got 5 rows before my arm went, nope.
Well, did you want to say what you're knitting then?
Excuse me. Yes. I was attempting not to burp loudly.
Well,
since I just started my caffeine for the day. Okay, so I'm working on a big blob.
oh, perfect timing. You finished the row.
Which is a baby surprise jacket. If you guys will recall, last week I was just starting in the hot pink, or 2 weeks ago. So I've done about that much in 2 weeks.
Which is a lot for you at this moment.
I need to finish this sweater this week.
Do you think if you put it on metal needles, it might be faster?
It might be. I don't know. I think maybe if I put it in a longer needle, it might go faster. Because this is a hat needle. It's a 16-inch. It was all they had in a size 5. At Michael's when I went to buy needles. It was literally the only size 5 that they had that wasn't straights. So I picked it up and I hate it. But but it's working. So I was actually surprised. These are clover needles and they're surprisingly pointy. Sorry, let's put it on a dark background.
That is pointy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was surprised. I'm always afraid I'm going to splinter them. But anyway, this is the Baby Surprise Jacket by Elizabeth Zimmerman. It is in Loops and Thread Kai in the Cupcakes colorway.
It's so pretty.
And it is on size 3.75 millimeters, which is US 5. It is for my niece. My niece. I was listening to a Christmas song in the car on the way here. It's the new Christmas medley that they've been playing on the radio. It's awful.
Very awful.
Like, so bad. I'm amazed they play it on the radio. It's... Picture... I don't know how to describe this without being offensive. Because it hits every stereotype that I've got in my head. And it's just like, no, this is bad. It's a really bad Christmas choir with some really preppy, clean-cut guy doing bad rap in between the medley bits. It's awful. It is the worst song, like, the worst. And I was hearing it on the way here, and one of the things that really, really bugs me about it is that they lisp through the whole thing.
So he's a really bad attempt to being a rapper.
Yes.
In a Christmas song.
Yeah. But I mean, they lisp through the whole thing. They say Feliz Navidad instead of Feliz Navidad. And they say, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And it's, I was like,
why you said
what is wrong with these people? So now I've got lisping in my brain because I did used to lisp as a child. So it's every now and then I'll just
set you off.
I'll get it into my head and it'll just come out that way. So yeah, I was listening to that awful, awful medley. And I don't know who did it, but they've been playing it on French radio for like weeks now. And it's terrible.
Oh, and it's French.
No, it's English.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's English, but I suspect it's Canadian.
Really bad Canadian.
I suspect it's Canadian because when I was growing up, you'd watch American TV and then you'd watch Canadian TV and you could always tell which the Canadian TV was because the production values just weren't quite there yet. And that's kind of how this medley struck me. It's just not quite there yet. It was bad. It was, I mean, the fact that it's one of those, it reminds me of those medleys from the 70s.
Oh,
you remember?
Yeah.
Non-Canadians will not have the first clue what we're talking about.
But if you're Canadian...
If you're Canadian and you grew up in Quebec or Ontario, you will know exactly what we're talking about. We're probably giving Sarah and Tanya nightmares right now.
Yes.
So, yeah, anyway, that's why I lift. It's hard to do it on purpose sometimes.
Yeah.
I do it accidentally, no problem. So that's my whip. Does this count as a whip?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's a needle and thread. It works.
Because I haven't been able to knit, I've been cross-stitching.
It's so pretty.
There are a lot of new babies in my life. And one of them needed a cross-stitch because she is the first baby for my cousin. She's the only one of the cousins who has had children. She is likely going to be the only one of the cousins to have children. And, because there's just me and my brother who have kids. And I decided that the baby needed something, so I started this a few weeks ago. And it is this thing. It is the Welcome Little One. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to go here. I'm doing the giraffe with the balloons right here. And it's by Michelle Johnson. It's one of the Great Big Graphs leaflets. I bought this
a while ago.
Probably close to 15, 20 years ago. I don't know. I started cross-stitching right after Zach was born, and he's about to turn 19. So I probably bought it 15, 16 years ago. Just because I collected baby stuff. I've got, I think, 20 graphs of Noah's Ark stuff. I'm not kidding. I have a lot of Noah's Ark stuff. I collected it. I also collected the Precious Moments.
Oh, boy.
I have a lot of those. I don't like them. I think they're the ugliest damn things. But for some reason, I just had it in my head whenever I would see a chart, I would have to buy it. So this is as far as I've gotten.
Last time I saw you were on here.
It took me almost a week and a half to do just the purple balloon, which you can see on the pattern is pink, but my cousin prefers purple, so balloon is purple. There will be pink in the giraffe, but there's not a lot of pink here, so she won't be overwhelmed with pink. It is a girl. So yeah, I've the last week or so, I've made amazing progress on it. I did the whole blue balloon and all this in about a week and a half, so it's getting there. I'm almost on the second page. I finished the first page, and so that's what I've been doing. I've been cross-stitching. And it's just basic Charles Craft Ada 18 count from Michaels. That's it. That's all I've done.
Alright. I'm going to show you the big progress first. Because this is getting done this weekend. You may or may not see it next time we record.
Why, yes, I am drinking a Diet Coke the size of my head.
So.
We won't get to see it when it's finished?
Oh, maybe not. I might give it to her because I want her to have it before Christmas. So I'm knitting the shawl.
Then you better start knitting faster, lady.
By Andrea Mowry. I'm done the middle.
Woohoo!
So last time I was where that stitch marker or progress keeper is. That's the bottom. And so
it does block out.
Knit all this. And now I'm ready to start the color work.
On the other side.
On the other side, going the opposite direction. So, I am quite happy that I just want to try and show the color work closer.
Without dipping it in your tea.
So this is the shawl, like I said, by Andrea Mowry. It's knit out of Cascade 220 in the colors red, 1923, blue-green, 859, green is 1919, and gray is 1946. And it's on a 5.5 millimeter needle, which is a US 9.
We fixed the show notes after the episode last week.
We did. But I actually went into the group to get the show notes, because ours wasn't actually, the printout wasn't right.
No, the printout wasn't, but I had saved it in the electronic one.
Oh, you did? I didn't even notice. And the other thing I'm knitting, I don't even have a picture of it. It's, if you watch Selma Knits podcast, which is Little Big Knits, she has knit these simple house slippers. So you start, it's a free pattern. So you start with a rectangle, and then you join it. So this will be the top, and I'll mattress stitch the back. And now I'm on the foot part. I don't even remember what this yarn was. I gave you the rest.
Yeah.
It's Michael's.
It's Loops and Threads, but
Loops
I don't
and
remember
Threads.
exactly. I think it was eggplant or something.
Eggplant or something like that. So yeah. So this is what I'm bringing to the party I'm going to tonight, because I'm at the point where I'm doing heels on both the pairs of socks I'm knitting. Not doing heels at a party. So yeah.
I'm all party mode. I think
hey, wow, it's pretty true to color. If you notice, we're in a different background. It's really bright outside, so I figured let's take advantage of the brightness.
Yeah, the window is ahead of us. Well,
yep.
You can see right
there.
There.
And I've been using a bag.
Directionally challenged.
I've been using a bag that Mandy of the Mandy Pinecone Crafts.
I lisp and you telescope words.
And she had sent me this a while back. It's got a beautiful green inside, and I think there's a needle holder and a notions pouch with this. Pretty sure there is. But yeah.
I don't know, but you dropped your knitting.
I know. It's here. Save me. Wow, this is going to be a short one.
Yeah.
So we still have knit-alongs going on. The Travel the World by Design Cal is in the 4th quarter, and it is the continent is Asia. You have until December 31st at midnight, when one of us will, well, probably me.
You got 2 weeks.
Yeah. We'll close the thread, as well as the Brown Bag Sock Club 4th quarter. Same time, 31st. So get your things in.
And you'll probably knit far more than I will in the next 2 weeks.
And as we said previously, we are probably not going to do any kind of Cal in the first part of 2018, because this has
we'll
just
probably
been a lot.
wait at least until spring.
Yeah. So that's that. I have stash.
I'm shocked.
Shush. I joined the Advent mini calendar swap through Hawthorne Cottage Craft, who is Kate, and I got...
That's definitely not mine.
I don't remember her name on Ravelry. Oh, there it is. It's Amomanac.
Okay.
Anyways, it's Terry Klein. She was my partner, and I had wished for a sock blank, and she actually, either she had one or she bought one, but she sent me this beautiful thing, and it's actually from Alaska.
That's my colors.
Yeah. It's called Humblebee Knits, and it's a 75-20
with
Stellina. 75, 20, and 5, and it's 440 yards.
I have stash too, but you won't see it for a couple of
weeks. It says hand-dyed in Ketchikan, Alaska. Don't know where that is. And if you want
It's in Alaska.
Yeah. And if you want to see any of my Advent yarns, you can go onto my Instagram, and it's CraftyKnitter7. You can see them there. That's it. So, coupon codes.
Well, before we get into that,
okay.
Are we recording next weekend?
That's what Sean just asked me, and I was like, well, I don't know.
Well, next Saturday is Christmas. No, next Sunday is Christmas Eve. So next Saturday is just the 23rd. So we could hypothetically record. We could hypothetically record on the Friday afternoon, since we'll both be home from work by then. But either way, there will likely be an episode next weekend.
Most likely,
because Rob doesn't arrive until like much later in the day. So next weekend we will be able to say Merry Christmas to everybody, but this week we can say Happy Hanukkah to everybody.
Yes,
because today is the 5th night of Hanukkah.
How many nights are there?
8. Okay. Know that Adam Sandler movie, 8 Crazy Nights?
Oh,
it's about Hanukkah.
Oh. I just loved your, I don't know what it's called.
My menorah?
Yes. She created a menorah at work.
I was a little shocked because I grew up Catholic, but we've always known about Hanukkah. And I was a little shocked this past week at work because I've had the menorah on my desk And people have walked by going, are you having a vigil? Are you in mourning? One lady asked me if it was an Advent calendar.
That's when you need to take Steve's advice, turn it over, and have a shot. That was Steve who said that, right?
Yeah. Because, well, okay, to be fair, it's not a very high-tech menorah. I bought dollar store LED candles, and one of them is sitting on top of an upside-down condiment cup from the cafeteria downstairs. Oh. Because that's what I had to put it on. So, yeah, it's not very classy or high-tech or anything, and I turn it on at sunset, and I turn it off when I leave for the day, so...
You don't turn them all on, right?
No, I turn on however many days it is, plus the shamash, which is the middle one. But I was shocked at how little people know about Hanukkah, and I mean, I'm not the only Jewish person in my office. There are several of us. And somebody who, doesn't work for my group actually made the comment about jumping on, Trudeau's minority bandwagon. Because, the Prime Minister always lights Hanukkah candles the first night and publicly on Parliament Hill, the way that Obama used to do. Because I don't think they did it this year.
No.
His son-in-law is Jewish. I don't know. So anyway, I was just like, either that or maybe I'm part of that minority. Maybe. And he seemed a little bit shocked, and I said, I'm not the only one in the office, sweetie. At which point he got quiet and wandered off. Yeah, it was... well, a friend of mine posted something on Facebook this week about how, if you can name every single Jewish person you know, you may very well be anti-Semitic. And I'm like, or Jewish. Because I could probably identify pretty much every Jewish person I know, but that's because I see them at temple or... But anyway, yeah, it was kind of funny because, yeah, it was one of those moments where I was like, yeah, jumping on the minority bandwagon, sure. That wasn't an offensive comment at all. So anyway, happy Hanukkah.
I forgot to mention, one of our dear friends,
I didn't open mine,
sent me, Selma, and Lynne a card. Thank you, Enid.
I have one too. Enid, a woman after my own heart. She didn't stick the envelope. There's a story to that. My first Christmas with my ex-husband and my in-laws. Aww. Thank you, Enid. I put cards with the gifts, and I put everybody's name on the envelopes, and I stuck them closed, and my mother-in-law went ballistic. And I said, what's wrong? And she says, well, now we can't reuse them.
Even if there's names on the front?
No, you don't write on the envelopes. You never write on the envelopes. My mother-in-law grew up in the Depression.
Oh.
And it was a running gag that I had ruined Christmas by writing on the envelopes and sticking them shut.
The two faux pas.
So it was kind of funny. And that's why I always make comments now about when people write on the envelopes and stick them shut. Which my mother always does. So my mother did not grow up in the Depression.
I have no idea.
My mother-in-law was born in 1928, so she grew up in the 30s. And
yeah.
My mother, on the other hand, was born in 1945, grew up after the war.
Yeah,
little bit of a different culture there.
Not sure what he's doing out there, but he's making a lot of noise. So we have coupon codes.
We do.
I have one for my shop, the Tangled Skeins CA. It's 20% off everything, no coupon needed, and it goes until the 31st of December.
Didn't you snap that? I can't read them because my Coke's in the way. 15% off until the end of the year. Well, no, I was going to pick it up when I was done my row.
All right.
So Ginger snapped that. 15% off until the end of the year. The code is Tangled15.
Geektastic Fibers has 15% off until the end of the year, and it's the number 2 in the word Tangled.
Frog Peak Creations has 15% off until the end of the year, and the code is the number 2, Tangled2017.
Bags by Awesome Granny, 10% ongoing coupon. And it's the number 2, TS10.
Ha, you didn't want to repeat your flub last week, ha? or 2 weeks ago. 6 Munchkin Stitching has 10% off. It's an ongoing coupon code with no expiry, and the code is the word to Tangled10.
Ha! I got pretty good at it, and then I got a little cocky and messed it up.
So now she's not helping me anymore. I'm on my own.
Not this week. So, yeah, one more week, and then I'm off from the afternoon of the 22nd, and I was supposed to go back on the 2nd, but due to somebody going down south, I have a compressed day. I work extra hours every 3 weeks. I get a day off, and it's during the time she's gone that I have my day, so I took January 2nd. My boss was like, well, you guys know better than me if you can take it off, and I'm like, done. So, yeah.
I took Thursday off as a personal day because I needed a day to do laundry and bum around the house.
Do you get... Oh, but you're going to work on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I took this past Thursday off.
Oh, past Thursday. Okay.
Yeah. So every email you sent me, are you working on work stuff? And I was like, no, because I can't remember what I had said to you, and you were like, for work? Really confused. And I was like, no, I'm at home. I'm allowed to do that once in a while.
I was just kind of like, huh?
I don't often take time off, so she gets confused.
Mm-hmm. Don't take much.
That's okay. Mm-hmm. We were all supposed to go out to lunch on Wednesday, and poor Crystal, because she no longer works in my building. She went back to her old job.
I had to take a day off.
And
Selma was
so
working.
Crystal was coming to my building, and she was like, let's do lunch. And I was like, I have a class from 11 to 2.
And I had to take the day off after agreeing to go for lunch with her.
I felt really bad because I had totally forgotten about the class when I agreed to go to lunch. So poor Crystal got abandoned by all of us.
Yeah, because Selma was knitting at home, or
I don't know.
Anyway,
I felt bad. I'm sorry, Crystal. I love you.
I have 2 lunches next week.
I have one.
One's at Naples, and one's at
You Lucky Duck.
Les Vilains Garçons.
I've never heard of it.
And they don't do menus. It's whatever they feel like cooking that day. And I was like, oh, hope they have a burger.
Not the sort of place I would eat.
No.
Too many food restrictions.
So,
as it was, I was very peeved the other day because I went down and there's a place not far from my office. I work in this really big complex that has a food court and everything. But closer to where I work, there's this little buffet style place. You walk in and there's like heat tables and there's buffet food. So, piano.
Oh.
So, right up the escalator from the bus thing. Mm-hmm. So I went in. Every single thing on the table had peppers in it. And I just looked at it and went, are you kidding me?
Yeah, they don't think of
I was very peeved. Well, that's never happened to me before, where I've walked in and every single dish on the thing had peppers in it. I was so peeved. I was like, yep, and this was a mistake, and I should have just walked out and gone somewhere else. But I'd already started putting stuff in a container, and I was... Friday was not a great day for me.
Not good.
That's okay. That's what I get for not preparing my lunch at home.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully we can get together this week.
Maybe.
I have 2 lunches though.
I'm not there on... No, this week I'm there every day.
I have a lunch Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah, we have our lunch on Monday. We're going to Mill Street Brew Pub.
Cool. I was just there for my Christmas party.
And I'm going to go to Naples, but not till Rob gets here, because that's one of his favorite pizza places.
Well, we're going on Monday.
And we're going again for my mom's birthday.
They don't make reservations right now, just so you know. I read the website. So that's it. We're babbling, as we usually do.
I'm tired and I need a nap.
We will see you next Friday or Saturday.
At some point. We will be here next week, though. I can't guarantee the following week, but we will be here next week.
So happy knitting, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Hopefully happier knitting than I've been having. My arm hurts again.